Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Andrew Roba and this is Catholic Reflection. In today's video, I will share with you 8 proofs from the Bible that Jesus is Son of God, 4 instances in the Quran that Jesus is rejected to be Son of God, and 1 reason as to why Muslims lack knowledge of accepting Jesus being Son of God. Welcome and watch the video. The first proof according to the Bible is Matthew chapter 3 verse 16 to 17. After Jesus was baptized, he came upon from the water, and behold, the heavens were opened for him, and he saw the Spirit of God descending like a dove and coming upon him. And a voice came from the heaven, saying, "This is my beloved Son, with whom I am well pleased." The voice of God came from the cloud and said, "This is my beloved Son, with whom I am well pleased." This is first proof that Jesus is Son of God. The second proof is about the confession of Peter about who Jesus is. When Jesus was in Caesarea Philippi, he asked his disciples, "Who do people say that the Son of Man is?" And the disciples said, "Some say John the Baptist, some say." Peter said in reply, "You are the Messiah, the Son of the living God." Jesus said to him in reply, "Blessed are you, Simon, son of Jonah, for flesh and blood has not revealed this to you, but my heavenly Father." The third proof that I will show you is during the transfiguration of Jesus. Mark 9 verse 7 to 8 says this, "Then a cloud came, casting a shadow over them. Then from the cloud came a voice, 'This is my beloved Son, listen to him.' Suddenly, looking around, they no longer saw anyone but Jesus alone with them." The fourth proof that follows the question asked by the high priest, who Jesus is. Mark 14 verse 61-62. It says, "But he was silent and said and answered nothing. Again the high priest asked him and said to him, 'Are you the Messiah, the Son of the Blessed One?' Then Jesus answered, 'I am. And you will see the Son of Man seated at the right hand of the power and coming with the clouds of heaven." The fifth occurrence that proves Jesus is Son of God is the word given to Mary by Angel Gabriel during the annunciation of the birth of Jesus. The angel appeared to Mary and told her, Luke 1 verse 30 to 32. Then the angel said to her, "Do not be afraid, Mary, for you have found favor with God. Behold, you will conceive in your womb and bear a son, and you shall name him Jesus. He will be great and will be called the Son of the Most High." The sixth occurrence that Jesus is the Son of God is evident in John chapter 1 verse 32 to 34. This is the testimony of the John the Baptist. John chapter 1 verse 32 to 34. It says, "John testified further, saying, I saw the Spirit come down like a dove from the sky and remain upon him. I did not know him, but the one who sent me to baptize with water told me, on whomever you see the Spirit come down and remain." I have seen and testified that he is the Son of God. This is the testimony given by the John the Baptist about who Jesus is. The seventh proof is about the belief of Martha, the sister to Lazarus, who died. Then Jesus came to their village after 4 days when Lazarus died. And this is evident in John chapter 11 verse 25 to 27. It says, Jesus told her, "I am the resurrection and the life. Whoever believes in me, even if he dies, will live. And everyone who lives and believes in me will never die. Do you believe this?" She said to him, "Yes, Lord. I have come to believe that you are the Messiah, the Son of God, the one who is coming in the world." The last proof is in Hebrew 1 verse 5 to 6. For to which of the angels did God ever say, "You are my son, this day I have begotten you," or again, "I will be a father to him, and he shall be a son to me"? This is the Quran. Let's open Surah 6 verse 101 of the Quran. And this is the first rejection of Jesus being the Son of God. He is the originator of the heavens and earth. How can he have children when he has no wife? He created all things, and he is the all-knower of everything. First rejection of Jesus being the Son of God. The second rejection of Jesus being the Son of God is in Surah 18 verse 4. And to warn those Jews and Christians and pagans who say Allah has begotten a son or offspring or children. Quran here in Surah 18 verse 4 warns the Jews and Christians and also pagans they should not have to say Jesus is the Son of God. The third rejection, Surah 23 verse 91. No son or offspring did Allah beget, nor is there any Allah which is God along with him. Surah 23 verse 91 of the Quran denies Jesus being the Son of God or Son of Allah. The fourth rejection by the Quran is in Surah 37 verse 151 to 153. It says, "Verily, it is of their falsehood that they Quraysh pagans say Allah has begotten offspring, the angels being the daughters of Allah, and verily they are liars. Has he then chosen daughters rather than sons?" The Quran is asking, does he get daughters instead of getting a son? And this means Quran rejects that Jesus is the Son of God. Lastly, I will show you a verse in the Quran which shows lack of understanding, lack of knowledge by the Muslims to accept who Jesus is. Because in this chapter that I will show you, they are told never ask a question of which you don't know, because a community before you ask a question and they become non-believers. And according to the Quran, non-believers are Jews, Christians, and pagans. The believers are only Muslims. So in this chapter, I will show you lack of knowledge as to why Muslims believe that Jesus is not Son of God. Surah 5 verse 101 to 102 of the Quran says like this: "O you who believe, ask not about things which, if made plain to you, may cause you trouble. But if you ask about them while the Quran is being revealed, they will be made plain to you. Allah has forgiven that, and Allah is of forgiving, most forbearing." Before you, a community asked such a questions. Then on that account, they became disbelievers. This is the Quran telling Muslims that don't ask a question which may cause them trouble. Asking a question, knowing what you don't know, is to become non-believer. Muslims lack knowledge by saying Jesus is not Son of God, because it is evident in the Quran that they are told never ask a question which may take you to trouble. A community asks such a question before you and they become non-believers. Until next episode, Shalom.